You know, I know it's gonna be like a troll, but CandyCao7 is right. And I need to explain why CandyCao7 is right, or else you're gonna get the wrong impression. I don't know if this is how CandyCao7 feels, but I'm gonna tell you how it is. You all are devil worshippers. You're not devil worshippers in the sense that you literally worship the devil. That would be too obvious. You don't need to literally worship the devil. The fact is, it's in your actions and your beliefs. The fact is that you exalt all the vices and all the sins that mankind could ever do. And I'm not talking about the obvious ones like lust, homosexuality, mass rabid cannibalism, murder balling shit. That would, again, be too obvious. You would not be able to excel at the evil you commit if you were just randomly stabbing one another and, humping and bullshit. That doesn't work. That's not functional. Evil is functional. So, in order to be functionally evil, you have to actually have some semblance of order and structure. Isn't that something? Isn't that something that the way people justify moderators and things like that is because we need order. We always need someone to tell us what to do, how to think, how to feel, how to act, what to say, etc. Or else, it'll all fall apart, all of society will collapse. It doesn't happen. It never happens. There is always order and structure because without it, there's not going to be any life. There's some level of chaos that people might not be comfortable with, but there is never so much chaos that, you simply can't live. I mean, so really the argument here is that your standard of living might go down because the amount of order is not enough to keep it up. So, is that your argument for moderators? That your standard of living would go down? What do you think I've been arguing about this entire time? That your standard of living is down because you have moderators. If you didn't have moderators, your standard of living would go up. You could have freedom of speech. When you buy a video game and play it, you don't have to worry about not having accessibility the next day. If you are a partner of a big corporation and are making them money, you can continue with your work and get a share of that money and not get fucked over by little criminal scumbags who think that it's okay to ban you for it. So, where's the problem? How would suddenly society collapse if there was no moderators? Would not the police still exist? Would everything else still not exist? There would still be programmers. There would still be everything. What? You're worried about the hackers? Like we do with the terrorist excuse? Oh my God! If there was no moderators, then the terrorists win. Well, guess what? Moderators don't protect you from hackers. Moderators, by their very nature, can't protect you from hackers. And in fact, moderators promote hacking because of their insidious nature. They encourage hacking of those forums that people get banned from. So you want to reduce hacking? Stop fucking banning people. And the occasional nut job that hacks the forum won't have a reason to. Will it stop hacking? Of course it won't. But the fact is, if you want it to reduce, that's how you would go about it. But you know as well as I do that there really isn't that big of a problem with hacking. And when people do hack, it's not to hack the fucking forum itself. It's to ruin somebody's life personally, or to acquire sensitive information, or just they're doing it for the lulz. So, in reality, moderators have no positive effect whatsoever. None. Absolutely none. All they can do is breed more hate, more violence, more oppression, and more just insincere, just illogical tyranny. There is no reason for them to exist. So why do you continue it? Because you're evil. Because you do worship the devil. And when I say the devil, I mean that as an ideal. I don't necessarily mean it as a literal being. Maybe there is a literal being. Maybe there is a literal devil. But the fact is you're worshiping that principle. And if there is a literal devil, then you are empowering that literal devil through your principles. And your principles are construed. Your principles are backward. Your principles say that those that abuse their power, those that abuse their privilege, or people that just abuse in general, they don't even have any legitimate authority or anything, have the right to hurt other people. But that sincere, decent people that work every day and try to do the best they can, they deserve to get fucked over because somebody else wills it. That, life hands them bullshit and they're just supposed to suck it up. But nothing happens to the bad people. The bad people never have to worry about getting banned. The bad people never have to worry about, things cutting them off from accessibility. The bad people never have to worry about going without. But it is always the good people. All of us work. All of us get up every morning to do our mundane jobs, whatever that might be. We resist the urge to kill people and to steal and things like that. But meanwhile, nothing is granted us. We are not given the benefit of the doubt, despite how we are civilized, productive citizens. What more can we do? We're already working. We're already not murdering and killing and raping people. So what the fuck more do you want out of life? What do you possibly think we can do extra, and why should we have to? Why do we, as human beings, have this obligation to uphold your standard? That we have to uphold a certain standard or something bad is going to happen to us and you're going to make it happen. If we do not uphold the terms of agreement, then we get fucking banned. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you to say that I have to adhere to a certain way of acting? That I can only use certain words? You're nobody. And it's about time you realize that. You're not the fucking government. You're not God. You're fucking nobody. You are my equal. And by the way you're acting, you're definitely my inferior. So get off your goddamn high horse. Because I have just as much right to post anywhere I want, say whatever I want, and in relative terms, do what I want, as you do. And I have more right to be wherever I want and say whatever I want than you have the right to stop me. You don't have the right to do that. You don't have the right to cut my accessibility. You don't have the right to screw me over. You don't have the right to jip me, to, bamboozle me. You don't have the right to con me and to take from me. So that's why you're the devil worshippers. Because you would rather defend the thieves, the liars, the murderers, and the rapists than your average person who hasn't done anything. Maybe they're not particularly nice people. Maybe they're not even particularly good people. But they haven't done anything to deserve that kind of wrath. But that's what you believe. You believe that the innocent deserve to suffer because of the fact they're innocent. Because of the fact they're not completely evil, that's why they deserve to be food for the evil. And that's why I don't attack Atheist Gamer 100 as much as he provokes me to. Because let's face it, he is an asshole. But you know what? He's not a threatening asshole. There is nothing Atheist Gamer 100 could do to me or to any of you. I mean, sure, he could false flag videos, but he's not a moderator. He doesn't know any moderators. And clearly, he's not well liked. He has no influence, no power, and at this point, no credibility. So, why am I going to bother with him? Why am I going to be petty about someone that poses no threat to me? But moderators do it. Moderators love to ban people and to push people around and scare everyone to acting a certain way, walking on eggshells, or else they'll bring down the ban hammer. Because that's another thing. Oh, people don't ban people all the time. It's just the really hardcore trolls that get banned. But ban hammer, you get banned with an and symbol. Really? Who's the fucking troll now? So, the moderators are just psychopaths. They're pure psychopaths. They're devil worshippers, and they deserve whatever's coming to them. If anything, I would vote for Mitt Romney just in the hopes that one of their fucking family members get raped to have to carry that baby. Because, they make me sick to my stomach. And, I'm running out of time here, so maybe I'll make a part 2, but, really consider the fact that your ideas of good and evil are completely reversed. That's all.